My name is Lisa Bryant. I'm a paralegal student at Hinds Community College, where I will be finishing my last semester of college this semester and graduating. I wanted to take the time to tell you that I enjoyed your class. I enjoyed the forums. I enjoyed the discussions. I enjoyed the assignments a good bit. I really did. I enjoyed seeing other people's comments on the forums, and I just really appreciate all that you've done to help with the learning of different laws that are set out there for us. Um, I have chose Chapter 8 for my oral report because that is something that I am very passionate about, law, and I love the history of it and how it came about. So in this chapter, we have discussed a lot of different things, and first of all, I would like to start by saying that, crime is something that has undermined the quality of our lives. We have these laws set up for us by our government and our state government for the reason that if we as individuals do something wrong, we need to face the consequences of our actions. And so therefore, we have got these laws set up for us to face the punishment of what has been done. There are different types of laws, like a common law or statutory in origin type of law. Crimes are also classified in different ways as misdemeanors, which may be a minimal sentence that is given to a person for committing something very small, as far as up to a maximum sentence, which would be under a felony. Um, uh, Today I'm going to discuss a little bit about these different things that we learned in this chapter, which is the white collar crime, which is got something to do with burglary or extortion, blackmail. It has to do with corrupt influence in a political situation or business. There are other white collar crimes that a lot of us as individuals are more familiar with because we hear about these crimes on TV. And those crimes would be forgery, counterfeiting, perjury, false claims against a government to obtain goods or money from them, or embezzlement. And we hear a lot about the embezzlement and the perjury because it's in the news almost every day. Somebody has embezzled money or somebody has perjured themselves on the witness stand. Those crimes are just as bad as any other crime that could be out there. Then there are crimes that are committed by individuals against other individuals, against their property. They may have arson or murder. Those all have consequences in our everyday lives. There are criminal procedures that have been set up for individuals by our United States Constitution, and they are the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment. And those are that the 4th Amendment is something that protects us against unreasonable search. If you are a person in a house and a cop comes to the house, they have to have a warrant to issue to you to search your place. If they don't have that warrant, they have no right to come in and do any kind of search. There are some things that justify them being able to do that, but for the most part, they don't have a right to do that. The 5th Amendment protects us against self-incriminating ourselves. That is why whenever somebody is arrested, they're read their Miranda rights most of the time. That is to protect them against saying something that could come back in a court of law and cause them to be more guilty than they may be, or to be more innocent than they may be. To me, that law is something that is for your own protection at all times. And then there's the 6th Amendment that guarantees us the right to a speedy trial. When we commit a crime, we have the right to have a trial, and that it would be a speedy trial. When minor crimes may come with warnings, tickets and violations, there are severe crimes that may have incarceration for a long time or even life. And then there are those crimes that could even bring the death penalty. And these are consequences that are set forth whether it be that we committed a small crime or a heavy crime, to help protect the individuals in our country so that we can live a more satisfying life. Although there are repeat offenders for their crimes, there are those people who find that the jail sentences or the penalties that they've had to pay is enough to make them realize that they need to do better in the way they do things in their life. Then there are those who do not and will end up back in jail for a longer period of time. I think that the repercussions of people's actions are because of their own actions. If somebody commits a crime and they get arrested for that crime, then sure, they need to admit to it and they need to serve their time. I think every individual has an ability to make the right decisions or the wrong decisions based on their willingness or willing not to. I'm going to close by saying that I believe in our legal system. I really do. I believe that without our legal system, we would have a chaotic world, and there would be it would just be chaos everywhere. And so I understand that our forefathers came forth to give us these laws and to give us these penalties for our laws because they wanted to make a better world for American people. Although I believe in all that, I still find our legal system to be mind-boggling at times. I have seen it where an individual has gotten arrested for shoplifting and sentenced to a week in jail, where we have individuals that can drive under the influence of alcohol, and there's a 3-strike program for them. They put other lives in harm's way when they get in a car and they drive under the influence of alcohol. A person that steals something that may cost $1 to $25 is not putting anybody in harm's way. And although there should be some laws for these people, they shouldn't be as severe as they are. And I just say that because I don't understand how it is an alcoholic gets the 3 strikes, but a person that shoplifts $1 to $25 gets a week in jail. But with that being said, I do understand our legal system has their downfalls just like everything else does. And I feel like that's something that will be worked out in time. I've enjoyed this class, and I hope that that I've explained this chapter the way you needed me to, because I am not a speaker by no means. But I have enjoyed it, and thank you so much.